Welcome to the podcast. It's Mr. Ish. We're here at Kips Bay Boys and Girls Club, Coder Clubhouse. Spring is sprung, and we're here with Street Smarts, episode number 5. Yeah, number 5, I think it is already. Can't believe it. It was the other day we started this program. So this is all about Street Smarts. Let's introduce ourselves, and then we'll have the topic of the day. Let's start off on my left. Give me your name and your age, please.
My name is Carter, and I'm 9.
Welcome, Carter. Carter sounds like he's an adult.
My name is Elena, and I'm 9.
Welcome.
My name is Oliver, and I'm 9 years old. Y'all already know me, I guess.
I don't know who knows you, Oliver. I almost forgot your name. You haven't come here for such a long time.
I done podcast
Yeah, but this is a different show now. This is Street Smarts. You may not be street smart. We need to find out. In our last episode, the other kid didn't survive. He didn't answer the questions correctly, he didn't survive.
He died a few times.
So in this scenario, it's gonna be more. It's not gonna be a more scenario. It's gonna be more questions and answers. So I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, and it's just things that might be happening, that could happen, and let's see how you guys would answer it.
Okay.
My first question of the day is: at what age is it appropriate to travel alone? Like going to the corner store, like say from here to McDonald's or anything like that. So at what age do you think is appropriate? We'll start off with the lady at the table. What age do you think is appropriate? You're 9 years old right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I think maybe 10 or 11.
Okay, you say 10 or 11. Is there a reason behind that you say 10 or 11?
Because once you hit double digits.
Okay, so you think that once you hit double digits of age that you're smarter? That's what you're trying to say.
Maybe you learn.
That's what it sounds like.
Because probably in 10 or 11.
I'm sure there's some 13-year-olds that shouldn't be crossing by themselves.
In 10 years, you've probably learned a lot of safety things,
okay.
Unless you're not paying attention.
All right, well, I'll take that from you. We'll start. All right, we'll go to Oliver. Oliver hasn't been here for a while.
So in age, I think it's probably like a little bit older, like when you're a teenager.
Okay.
Because like Elena said, you could probably you should probably by that time.
By the time you're a teenager, you should know some things.
Yeah, you should know some things about safety and stuff.
Okay, so what is one of the things that you should know if you're going to the corner store, McDonald's, or something like that?
Or always bring a phone so that way if anything is happening, you have something.
Somewhere to communicate.
The phone could also work against you. They
Definitely.
Could steal it.
Definitely, the phone could be a helpful tool. It could be a distraction. Those people on their phone playing a video game, and then, like she said, it could be something that now that you have a phone, you're by yourself. A group of kids could be like, okay, Oliver's going by himself to the bodega. This is the time to jack him.
Well, or if you're lucky, you could also know some self-defense skills.
All right, Oliver, you going all over the place. I just needed the age, but all right. Last but not least, what age do you think is appropriate for someone to go to the bodega, to the store, let's say, McDonald's or something like that? What age?
18 or older.
Oh, you're going 18.
That's really...
He's 17. He could go to the store by himself. Hopefully. He's working here already.
Well, you're 17?
He's an intern. I don't know how old he is.
I don't think he's talking about Vaughn.
Well, I'm talking about my intern over there. He's 17 years old. I think he's 17.
Wow.
So he could go to the store by himself. He came to work by himself. So
too young to
so you're saying an older teenager.
A little bit older.
That's pretty old.
So then
you know what? This is I'm a parent. Could you please have a seat? I'm a parent, so this is difficult because you never know. It is based on the neighborhood.
It depends on responsibility too.
Yeah, it depends on your child. If your child is one of those people that is always running and not paying attention, all that, I don't think leaving them alone and going to the store because they don't have no adult supervision. They could be like, oh, someone's playing basketball. Oh, ball went into the street. Let me run. So you have to know your child. So there shouldn't really be an age by a number. It's just if you know your child. If your child knows how to go to the store and deal with money, hey, I gave her 20 and I bought just a bag of chips and I got no change back, then that child shouldn't be going. So there should be some math that has to deal with this. So if you don't know what a $5 bill is, then don't go to the bodega. Let's stop it right there. Um, Another thing is that you kind of have to put a lot of responsibility on that child, and it also works if if you could look out the window and give them a little bit and see how they deal with it, like maybe the icy man right in the front, and just kind of give them little bit. So if you happen to be outside in the park and be like, okay, I could watch it from here, go to the corner, and I'll wait on the sidewalk while you go get an icy. That way there's some supervision, but not really. Like you're still giving them enough to cross the street or maybe even cross them. And the bodega's over there. I'll wait for you right here. Something like that so they could get used to it. It's almost like crossing the street. You understand? There's no real age to cross the street. But if your kid is not looking both ways, is not paying attention, not doesn't know what the stop sign is, doesn't want to know what the light is, doesn't look for the bikes. But now you have to look for bike scooters and all this stuff. If that person can't focus on all those things, then they should probably not be crossing by themselves. Big avenues are different. Even with all this, sometimes the cars are going too fast and they eat a light. So you have to just be aware of what your child is and stuff like that. So that's we can't really. There's no way to tell us what age you should go to the store on your own. Uh, we did that one. Age to go to the store on your own. So is this the same one? Or this was to travel alone? At what age? Well, it's the same thing. I think you wrote it twice. Oh, okay. So now that we asked the question, is there anyone here that goes to the store on their own?
Well,
Like
technically,
sometimes before I go to my program, I go to the bodega and I have some money on me and I go to the bodega like the one next to the salon over there and I'll buy some chips and a
Okay,
drink.
so you know how to cross the street on your own?
Oh no, I don't need to cross the street. It's the one like next to the salon.
Okay, I hate you. So you go to the bodega because it's on the same sidewalk. But you came from school. So how you got here
No,
from
no,
school?
no, 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 no. I wait till it's time for me to go to my program, and then I go to the bodega.
Okay, so it's on the
And
same
then I go to
sidewalk. So you just basically going to the bodega and then you coming over here.
Yeah,
What about you? How do you go to the store on your own?
and I'm safe.
All
I,
right, Oliver, I got you.
I don't. Because technically I do, but all
So
I do is
I don't
go
know
to
what
the...
technically is. You either do or you don't. Is your mother next to you when you're giving the lady the $2 for your stuff? So you're going to the store on your own. Now tell me how do you go to the store on your own?
So
How
I
does this
just...
come about?
So I just kind of cross the street and go... Because I'm allowed to cross the street because there's...
Crossing guards?
Yeah, crossing guards.
Okay.
And then I go to the bodega and I get like chips or Hershey bar.
Okay, so you know how to deal with money and you know how to cross the street by yourself. So does your mother let you walk home alone?
No.
No? Someone picks you up. What about you, buddy?
I
Sorry about
don't.
that. You don't go to the store on your own? You don't cross the street on your own?
No.
Okay. Hey,
But I do take the trash out on my own.
you do take the what?
Trash out.
Okay, you take it outside. I thought you said you took the train on your own. I was gonna say that's a tough one. I don't take the train on my own. I can't do that.
You're a grown man.
I don't like the train. I watch the news every single day. I
Are
don't
you
like the train.
scared?
Yep.
Oh wow, that was my
It's
fix.
scary.
I'm scared and I'm in my car listening to my music. So I'll be scared all day with it.
That did not expect an
Okay,
answer from,
let's
I did
go.
not expect an answer from a
Question
grown man.
number why not? Question number 3. If your peers are saying your friend is a bully and you believe your friend was bullying has bullying tendencies, that he likes to bully people, how can you talk your friend how could you talk to your friend about it? So to give you an example, Oliver and what's your name again?
Carter.
Carter. That's your buddy. Oliver's your buddy. But he bullies a couple of people and other people are saying, yeah, he's always bullying me. How could you try to help Oliver not be a bully? Like what how could you do that? I already got these two, so what will you do, Carter?
Think first. I'll tell him to think first.
To think first? Well, obviously he's not thinking, that's why he's being a bully. So I think a conversation from a friend, from looking at it a different viewpoint, is what we need. What will you
What
do?
I would do is I'd tell them, how would you feel if you were bullied? And maybe they'd be like if they keep on bullying after that, then I can tell they just don't care at all. And then tell them like to pretty much just to stop bullying, and if they don't, then there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, I mean, you could have a conversation with your friend, be like, hey, it's not right what you're doing, and maybe he doesn't understand that he's hurting someone's feelings by calling them names. Maybe because you're outside, you get to see these things, and by someone bringing it up to him, and making him aware of what he's doing, that could be helpful. Maybe you guys, have a relationship that maybe you speak to his mom or his mom and stuff like that, and that could take, it could be spoken to his parents. Be like, hey, Oliver's my friend, but he was bullying other kids. I try to have a conversation with him, but he's not listening. So that could be, something, but not too many people, know each other's parents and stuff like that. It has to be that you're, friends for a while. So, but definitely the conversation and making him realize that, that he's bullying people, or maybe you were at one time also felt some type of way, that, you don't like people picking on you. And then the last thing, which is I guess the most extreme, could be like, hey, if this is the type of person you are, then I can't be your friend.
But then what if they start bullying you?
Well, then I don't know what to tell you at that point. I mean, you tell your parent. But I mean, the thing is that if you put yourself in a situation where you're hanging out with somebody that's a bully, somebody that's doing bad things, eventually you're gonna get in trouble because they're doing something. So you want to try to avoid that part. So that's what I would do. All right, last question. Do anyone play video games online? Does anyone here play video games
I play
online?
Roblox.
Okay.
Same.
Same.
What could go wrong with playing video games
You can
with
get hacked.
strangers online? What are some red flags?
You can get hacked.
No, you're playing online.
Oh.
You're online. You're playing whatever. You're playing Roblox or whatever game you're playing, and then somebody named Jim 13 is, hey, what's up? What game you playing? And you start chatting with him online. So what are some of the red flags? Why are you raising your hand? Just talk.
A red flag. A red flag could be that. So, if they ask me like how old I am, first of all, I'd lie. I'd say I'm 56 because
It's pretty old.
I also, if a red flag is why are they talking to me? Like, I don't want to talk to them. I just wouldn't talk to them back. I'd
Okay.
ignore it.
So that's you, Oliver. What will you do?
Well, first I would say well, this is a pretty tough situation because
Has it happened to you?
no,
You
no.
don't chat with people online?
Well, only with my friends online, like in Roblox,
You have friends.
or
list?
it's someone that I don't know, if I'm not friends with. They say, "Hey, what's up? How you doing?" I'll be like, I would say some red flags will be like,
It's
maybe
not a
they
red
can-
flag.
well, they can know where you live. They can know where you live, something like.
I don't know where you're going with this one, Oliver. We're gonna get off of you so you can do some thinking. Carter, what you think? What will you do? Someone's playing online.
it
You
sounds
chatting with your
nice.
people. You did a nice move. I'm on the other side. My name is Rob 13. Hey, that was a great move you did. Oh, I like the skins that you have. Oh, this is and that. Oh, that's a nice outfit you have. And I strike up a conversation with you. Right now, what is one of the red flags that that could come up? We're already talking. We're having a nice conversation. What is one of the red flags that could come up?
That you're talking to a stranger.
That's it. You're talking to a stranger. If that person is not, if it's not something that you say, hey, look
And they
for
can
me.
know who you are.
Oliver, but hold up a second.
Sorry.
You had your
leave the
chance.
game.
If that's not a person that you said, hey, look me up. My name is Jim 6410 or whatever, and your mom approved that you could receive stuff, because this is the one thing that I blame parents for. Yeah. Yo, my friend is yeah. No, you need to know who your kids are talking to. Who's that? That's Kimberly? Hold up a second.
That's
Kimberly,
my
let me see.
mom.
And do a little research. Look at her chart. She looks like she plays this game. She's on for 2. Or straight up, call her parent. Be like, I need to speak to the parents first. Hey, my daughter wants to speak to your daughter on Roblox, right? Like we do for you. on Roblox. Oh, she's her class member? Okay, let me look at her picture. Okay. Oh, that's her? Okay, cool. Then they call each other. They FaceTime each other. They give each other information. Then they get on and they play. It's a lot to do. And some parents say, yeah, okay. Yeah, just put that you 18. Yeah, okay. And then you're talking to people that are strangers. So this could go either way, but we could blame parents and we could blame you for talking to strangers. So either way. But a red flag is just someone trying to have a conversation with you when you don't know them.
Another thing I do is leave the game.
You could do that too. You could leave the game. You could go read a book, and this won't be a problem. Reading a book, no one gets hurt reading a book. You know who gets hurt?
Who?
Nobody.
Unless you
I
get
just
a
said
paper
nobody
cut.
gets hurt. Nobody
Unless you
gets
get a
hurt.
paper cut.
Your
Huh?
brain.
Yo, your brain doesn't hurt. You learn things, so your brain don't get hurt.
Paper cut.
The only way you can get hurt by reading a book is if you get a paper cut, but that's a different story.
If you, the only way you could get hurt by a book is if you're in the library and the book falls and hits your head. That's the only way.
or a paper cut.
Yeah, you can get paper cut. All right, guys.
brain
These were
starts to
some
hurt
good
because
questions and answers.
of words.
They were hard
we.
to
I know, but
answer.
there's really no right answers. This is being street smart. We need to get you guys educated with different ways to deal with with stuff that can happen. So this was a honest Q&A, questions and answers, and this was episode number 5. All right, guys. So stay tuned, keep listening, and we'll see you next week. Say your goodbyes.
Shout out to Dominican Republic.
Oh, Santo Domingo, make
Shout-
some noise.
Mexico.
Check. 1 2 1 2. Check.
All right, we're out of here. Can't wait for episode number 6.